friends, let's get ready to take my mother-in-law back to the airport. I am going to like pull myself together a little bit. We've been traveling and got back a couple days ago, and this will be my first time getting ready since we got back. Everything is like unloaded out of the suitcases, where it goes. Ophir has a 30% off sale, so use the code GLAM30. We're getting started with Ophir's Dewy Primer. You know when you haven't really gotten ready in a few days, and you're like, I haven't felt all that hot. I feel like jet lag and then a little bit of sickness. But I know if I will get ready, I'll just feel so much better. Say hey when you're hopping on. We've missed you guys. It's time to get back in the routine. I took my mother-in-law to our favorite little beach area. We live in Puerto Rico. She's visiting from Tennessee. And she was so amazing to watch our kids so we could go on an anniversary trip. And so sorry. Have like a lingering cough. But so we did that, and then we went on a walk today. And so she's packing, and I'm so sad she's leaving. We really didn't get to hang out with her much because we were traveling. So I've just gotten to see her yesterday and today. Okay, TrimFit. This is a good appetite suppressant. I'm gonna drink on this throughout our live. If you need links, you can always find the Beautiful You products at CourtneySwan.com. Anybody else, when you feel that it's just like, I don't know, you're gonna feel better when you get ready. That's what I'm gonna kind of do. Because when you walk past your reflection and you look rough, it's like the outward showing how you feel on the inside. So it's almost like you fake your brain. If you get ready and you look cute on the outside, you kind of don't feel as bad. Oh, you're so sweet. Hope your trip was everything you wanted. It was like more than I wanted. It exceeded my expectation. It was my favorite trip I've ever gone on. It was absolutely like more than magical. I can't tell you how many times I cried just because at like the ice cream, the fruit stacked up beautiful. We went to Europe. We did a direct flight from Puerto Rico to Spain. Stayed in Spain for a day, and then we flew to Paris for 2 days, Rome for 3 nights, and then back to Spain and back here because we had to fly back to Spain to fly here. And like, if you ever get the chance to go to Europe, just like go. Honestly, the food and activities were really affordable. Our average meal was somewhere between like $30, $40 for the two of us. Our average breakfast was like $6 to $10. Coffees were like $1.50 to $3 each. Like that part, museums were like $10. Some museums were $22. But so like, if you can just get there, there's so many things you can do, and so many things that were just free. Like we walked around and listened to people playing violins and did like a boat tour that was $10. Like it's really just so much more affordable than I thought it would be, but it is absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's do it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, and I got some new outfits in. I took my first tennis lesson 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna show you this is from a tennis brand, but I'm gonna show you this outfit. How cute is this little set? It's from a company, I listed it there, it's a gold hinge set, but I can't play tennis. I'm going to learn, I'm taking lessons. My friends still did lessons yesterday and last week, so I'm 2 lessons behind, so I gotta catch up. But I might not know how to play, but I ordered some tennis gear. I got little tennis skirts, little sweatshirts, I got in little like polo tennis. So I might not know how to play, but I'm gonna make up for it with my wardrobe. I feel like the older I've gotten, the more that my immune system has, like I tend to get sick when I'm traveling. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Okay. A little bit of cardamom. We're going in with Ophir's foundation. So I'm so glad I got to go. My husband surprised me with this trip. Probably my favorite part was that he planned all of it and that we went and did things that, I don't know, I love surprises. And it just felt very loved, was very thoughtful. And we just got to hang out. And some days, like one of the days we had no plans and we just started at a restaurant we had found on TikTok. And then we kind of let the road, we'd be like, okay, do you want to turn left or right? And we ended up finding a fish market and just a big market. They had cheese and people doing entertainment and like olives and just a market that they sold like flowers and all kinds of things. And I just had the best day. Like just wandering around, everything was so beautiful. People would like the fountains in Rome where you can drink out of the fountain. So people would like be filling up their baby's bottle out of the fountain. I don't know, it just was like so magical. But we kind of were crazy and we both had plans or big things we had to do yesterday. So I had to have Adam back at the airport by 6:30, and then we had to be somewhere. We had to leave our house at 5:30 yesterday morning after we had just gotten in the night before. So it was just kind of poor planning, but no worries. Sleep when we're old. Who knows how to play tennis? I'm in my era where even though I'm 36 and there's so many things I don't know how to do. I didn't really have a family that I was able to play sports growing up. We didn't have money for sports. Like we didn't have money to participate. It would have taken a lot for my parents to get me there. And so I never got to play sports growing up. And there's a lot of things I just feel like I don't know how to do. But I am trying to learn new hobbies, trying to learn new activities, new things, how to stay like healthy and active, and I don't know. So you're never too old to try something new. Going in with Ophir's bronzer. Hi from Texas. Where's everybody else coming in from? So grateful the time change is back. So now I'm on the same time zone as Eastern Standard, which I feel like will help me, not today because today was a weird busy day, but in my normal everyday when we're not trying to squeeze in grandma getting to sightsee in the mornings after we take kids to school, it will allow me to go back to going live at 10 o'clock. This is exciting. Okay, if you ever get too much, I like to do my bronzer like in an E or a 3. So it's forehead, right at my cheekbone, right at my jawline. And then I do a little bit under my lip because it gives you the illusion that your lips are fuller. Although right now my lips are really swollen. They look like I got lip filler. I didn't, but they're very swollen. Sometimes when I get like a sinus infection, I feel like my nose gets swollen and my lips. Anybody else get some big lips when you're sick? I'm like, that's the only thing I wish would stay. It must be like a histamine response. Okay, this is the best bronzer. If you've never tried Ophir's bronzer, this is the shade. It is the Sundial in bronzer and highlighter duo in deep. So it's their darkest color. It is huge and it will last you such a long time. I also love to use this as an eyeshadow. So especially on days where maybe you don't have as much time or you're not wanting to do like a full glam, but you want to look cute, I definitely recommend just doing like a little. If you feel like you have too much, go ahead and do the other side too, and then you can just blend. Can I put a link for makeup? Absolutely. So the link is in the description of the video. The company's called Ophir, so you can use that link, or you can go to CourtneySalon.com and click Ophir, and that will give you my link as well. And then use the code GLAM30. Have you ever traveled somewhere and you like fell in love? I don't know how else to describe it other than like you're there and you have these irrational thoughts like, I could live here. This is where I was meant to be. I honestly was like, I should do Ancestry and see if my ancestors are from Paris, because I've never had a city, and I know some people have not had great luck in Paris. I had single-handedly the best 3 days of my life. Like, that might be extreme, but it was actually that good. Just like everything so beautiful, and the food was so good. The only thing I could say is there is a lot of smoking, and I kind of have an allergy to that. So on occasion, I had a little hard time breathing, but that would be my only thing that I'm like, I'm not used to being around a lot of smoking anymore, because here we really don't run into people smoking. That would be my only thing that I was like, I would change about what I experienced while I was there. It was so good. Don't feel great. That's okay. No rest for the weary. I have like a lot of, when I need to exfoliate tonight, because I have a lot of dry skin, and it makes me feel like my nose is dirty, but it's not. It's just dry skin. I'm looking for my medium setting powder. There. It's so good to be in my own space where it's like, get all your things. It's just the lightest of Ophir's setting powder, and I'm just using it on a sponge. This is, if you are looking for, maybe you're like, I don't even know where to get started on makeup. You don't know what to do. I'm gonna give you what I would say is like where to get started. Get yourself a great primer, because your foundation is gonna look so good if you use a primer. If you have dry skin, I would do a dewy primer to help give you extra hydration. If you have very oily skin, I would do a mattifying primer, because that's gonna help give you, I personally love Ophir's. They use the code GLAM30 in my link if you end up getting it, so you save. And then I would use a good foundation. They have a foundation finder on their website, and you can literally put in what shade you wear with whatever other brand, and then it will tell you what shade you should be with Ophir, which is amazing. And so you're gonna wanna do that. So you have primer, foundation, and a bronzer, okay? And then a setting powder. I feel like I do love their eyeshadows. I love their mascara. I love whatever, but I love I love their blush. I do. But if you're looking like budget, for example, is like where do I splurge? Where do I save? If you have a really great base face, like right now we only have on primer, foundation, bronzer, and setting powder. You could even probably skip on setting powder if you wanted, like if it wasn't in your budget, although I feel like it gives you that super blurred look. It doesn't matter kind of what, I can do a fun eyeshadow look, I can do a fun lip color, I could do just mascara, I could do a cheek brow liner, like whatever. But if your main face looks good, that is where I would start. Just pro tip. And then I also like having a foundation shade that's like for when I'm more tan and when I'm a little fairer. So if you get it in and it's in the winter and you're like, this is my perfect shade, maybe go up 2 shades for something for the winter, and you could even mix the two as your tan is changing. All right, this needs to go in the trash can. Trash can. I would like to do a shout out to a friend of mine who also watches my videos, which sometimes embarrasses me when my real life friends watch my videos, because I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like I go to tell them what's going on in my life, they already know it. So, because they watched the video. But apparently she's heard me say how many times I need a trash can. And so Maria brought me a gift this week, and it is a trash can, and it's actually a beautiful trash can. And shout out to good friends. She's very organized. But shout out to good friends who recognize things that you're like, oh, and then they see something and they think of you. Like, Courtney needs a trash can. Probably for like 4 years, I have needed a trash can in an office. And I don't know, it's just so amazing. I'm so sorry. It's either do live with a little cough or probably not get to go live for a long time because my cough is just not going away. Which is so nice. People ask, like, what is your love language? It isn't like extravagant. I do love that. Adam gave me a great anniversary. It was the most wonderful gift ever. But my true love language, the truest love language, is that you see me and you notice I needed something. Like that, to me, what is your love language? Drop it below. There's an awesome book called The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. If you've never read it, I highly recommend it. But it's like physical touch, words of affirmation, giving gifts. But I think like thoughtful things, thoughtful note, thoughtful, heartfelt hug. I love physical touch, actually. My daily, like, everything can be going wrong and I can get a long hug and it fixes all my problems. But as far as receiving gifts, it would be like heartfelt. This made you think of me and you got it. I just think those are the best. Amy, you noticed I got a trash can? All right. You can't see Beta today because she looks like a gremlin. We went on that long walk and she got sweaty. She also had on panties and we were way deep in the forest. She had an accident, then she had to pee and poop in the woods. And she is just hanging out with grandmom right now, but I would bring her in. I can hear her. I normally am like, come on, Beta. But her bangs were wild. I know it's breezy. She has a ponytail here. And then she has 2 fallen braids and she has 3 different ponies going. She looks, gosh, she'll be next. She will be next. Oh, words of affirmation. That's what Adam is words of affirmation. And just tell him how amazing he is. Which it works out great because he's always trying to but he's like, it's for selfish reasons. But he's like, I'm always trying to impress you so you tell me how amazing I am. And I was like, well, that's really honest. But I have no complaints. You don't care for gifts, you're too picky. I love gifts if it's something like, you knew I needed this. And if it's something that I know I needed, but I'm also picky. But I'm like, I don't want to extinguish someone getting me a gift. I just always tell him hey, if you're gonna spend money, make sure I actually like it, because let me give you some options. But I also want him to be like, oh, I saw this and I thought of you. I just hate wasting money. What if I didn't really like it? But it doesn't matter because it's not really about that. It's about the other person being like, I got this. But now we have this thing, we have a notes folder. And if I, a shared notes, and if I run across a link of something I like, or if I find something at the mall or whatever, I will send him links or pictures of things that I'm like, I would love this. If you're ever looking for me a gift, here's some ideas. And so he probably has a whole gift list of a ton of ideas of things that I'm like, I would love this, or I love this brand, or these are safe gifts. So then when he wants to get me something, he just finds what he likes that's on that list and gets it. Then I get something I know I love and he gives gift and it's all good. So if you're struggling with oh, they get me things that they don't maybe always hit, that might be a good thing. All right, going in with mascara. So again, this is a very simple but so effective base face. You could add blush if you want. You could add, I'm gonna do a little bit of chapstick. But this to me, it will take you 4 minutes to do your makeup. It's so fast. And You'll just feel so much better. I am so sad my mother-in-law is leaving. So sad. I would have her live with us if she wanted to. If she wanted to move here. We've actually tried to convince her to, but she loves her life back home and she loves hanging out. But I'm like, I'm just gonna be so sad. She's so good with all of my kids. She's such a good player. I don't know if you've ever met anyone that they like play well, but she's like super fun. And my kids love like hanging out with her, love doing stuff with her. She is hilarious and she's sweet and nurturing and she's just absolutely amazing. And I always miss her when like she comes. And Beta last night was crying because I was like, your mom's going on a trip tomorrow, like to Tennessee. And she was like, why? I'm gonna miss her. And that would be like the thing I miss the most about like not being close to grandparents. It's so hard. Where did I hang the little painting that I bought? I haven't hung it yet. But it's on. It's just, they're both right there for now until I figure out where they go. This is Ophira's mascara. Again, I put the link in the description of this video. You can also always find links at CourtneySwan.com, but the code is GLAM30. If your makeup, also makeup expires. Like if you haven't replaced your makeup in a year, 2 years, if you're using 4-year-old eyeshadow, there's a lot of bacteria in those types of things. If you're wanting your skin to like be the clearest, look the best, you want to be sure that you are making sure, like even this, I have had this going on 2 years. It says you should replace it, oh bless, every 6 months. Well, I haven't. But at some point I probably should look through and be like, this is, but you know, some stuff, this doesn't feel gross to me, but I have had makeup where I'm like, for like foundation, for example, and you're like, ooh, this is getting like gross. Might be time to replace it. I must do a tutorial on how I managed Europe with only 3 outfits. Well, I did not look cute in all my photos. It looks like I did everything all in one day because you'd see a picture and a picture and a picture. I packed 3 pairs of leggings and a pair of jeans. So, I do not recommend actually doing it the way we did, but it's just how it worked out. I did buy a sweatshirt while we were there, so I had an extra shirt. But I would also walk past people that had on like cute dresses and like a picnic basket. They were taking pictures, like staged photos. And I was like, that's what I should be doing. That is like who I should be right now. And instead I'm like oh, like gremlin. Like I wore, at one point Adam was like, the thing I wore the most was black leggings, a black shirt, and a black coat that was like a very soft, easy to fold up, didn't get wrinkly kind of coat. And I wore that over and over, and Adam was like, you look so chic, you look so European. And then by the end of it, he was like, maybe we can find you some clothes. But I never bought a bigger suitcase. I did get some perfumes and stuff for you guys. I got a music box to do as a giveaway. That was cute. I got several things that when I get it all together, I'll start sharing and doing giveaways for. But that's how I pulled it off. And I did plan to buy outfits, but I had a really hard time either finding things that were affordable. Like I tried on 2 dresses, but they were, when I asked how much it was, she was like $385. And I was like, that's a hard no for me. And so, and then other things just didn't fit. There was a Zara there, and I could have affordably gotten stuff from Zara, but I felt like, do I really want to buy a suitcase for clothes at Zara when we have a Zara here? And I just didn't do it. So, and I couldn't, like the clothes were just tinier there. Anyways. I don't know, I can't remember where I was, but they were like, you're big, you come over here. And I was like, thank you, thanks, I am big. It's on our boat. or they needed like weight distribution. Like, okay. But I do feel like people are tiny. I will link, I've had a lot of people, Elaine, ask for that jacket. I have it in several colors, and I will link it. So, after I get back from the airport. Lips. This is not a hard makeup look, but I always feel like it looks so cute. This is the shade All That from Ophir. I did get some French perfumes, and I got one for myself, but I got like 6 for you guys. So I'll be giving those away too. Okay, so this is the shade All That. And then, ooh, this is Pink Smoothie. And that needs to be sharpened. And then I also got this hat from a place where they made tiramisu and really cute. It was called Enzo, and we were in Rome, and we kind of just started turning. And so, I gotta get going. And so we turned. We're like, this way, that way, this way, that way. And so we landed at this place called Enzo. They were making fresh tiramisu, and they were so nice. And I thought I could wear this. And if you have blue eyes, I love wearing blue for blue-eyed girls. It's just really complimentary, and it makes your eyes look super blue. If you have blue eyes, that's a little tip if you want your blue eyes to really pop. Then I'm just gonna put on a lip gloss. So I used Pink Smoothie as my liner from Ophir, and then I used All That, and I kind of take my little sponge from my lip gloss, I like mix them together. So very cute, headed to the airport to take my mother-in-law. So sad she's leaving, but felt kind of frumpy for like a couple days. And now I don't feel frumpy. It's amazing. If you feel icky, do your makeup. If you feel gross, if you feel like you're in depression, you feel like you're in a funk, like get ready. Brush your teeth, shower, put on real clothes, and it's amazing. Like it totally transforms how you feel, how you look, and like what's going on. So anyways, thanks for getting ready with me. I've missed you guys. If you need anything, you can always grab links at CourtneySwan.com, or the Ophir link is in the description of this video, and you can save 30% if you use the code GLAM30. So this hat was actually just from a little restaurant in Rome. So it was called Di Enzo. So it was just a restaurant. So they had hats, and I bought a souvenir for myself. And I think I'll actually wear it a good bit. But all right, friends, I love you guys. I can put a lip gloss link in the comments as well. And it was, if you go to CourtneySwan.com, it was just a unique shade Luxe. But I can put that in the comments too. Everything else is Ophir. And again, code GLAM30 will save you there. Anyways, love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.